What's up my friends, it's Mike again, glad to have you guys back. Today's video is very exciting because I partnered up with XGIMI to show you my 120-inch projector setup, which is mind-blowing. So this is the Horizon Pro. It's a 4K projector from XGIMI and it features built-in internal speakers by Harman Kardon. It has Android TV and it supports HDMI and USB. And I really believe it checks off the boxes in a lot of categories when it comes to picture quality, performance, brightness, and ease of use, all packaged together in a sophisticated, compact design to modernize your home theater setup. And I'm not joking, because this doesn't look like any other projector that I've seen. The design is very sleek and minimal looking. The exterior is made out of aluminum mesh on the sides with matte plastic on the top and the bottom. Overall, the build quality feels solid. On the top, you'll find clicky button for the power button and 3 touch controls. And on the back, there's a lot of ports for different connections so that you can hook up your console or your own speakers, which you might not need, as we'll talk about the sound quality later on. And of course, in the front, you have the lens, and the LED bulb inside is rated at 2200 lumens, so that's pretty bright, and lifespan is 25,000 hours. In the box, it also includes this remote, and I gotta say, it's really well designed. It's got a really nice matte finish to it, and it feels premium with a bit of heft to it when holding it in your hands. The remote has the usual buttons on it to control Android TV, but in the metal section, there's an autofocus button to make sure everything's crisp and clear. On the bottom, there's 4 rubber feet to help secure it when you place it on the surface, but if you would like to mount the projector, it does come with a 1/4-inch screw mount at the bottom, which you can attach it to things like a tripod. So guys, I'm gonna quickly show you just how simple it is to set up this projector in my room. So being able to mount it to a tripod makes this setup very mobile. I can literally take it anywhere and just adjust the height and angle to whatever that works best. All I need is a surface to project the image on. But like most people, I don't have a dedicated screen, so I'm just gonna use this on my big empty white wall. So the cool thing is that the projector has an intelligent screen adaptation technology, so I don't have to necessarily place it in the front of my couch, which kind of blocks my view. I can actually place the Horizon Pro up to a 45-degree angle beside me, and it will automatically do its thing to adjust the screen perfectly for me. And even when the projector is not level like this, it will still correct the screen for me automatically. So I'm very impressed with this feature. This just makes it very easy to set it up anywhere I go. But as you can see, this screen size isn't 120 inches yet. I actually had to place the projector back farther here on this cabinet so that I can get a bit more distance. The projector can actually project up to a 300-inch screen if you have the space, that is. I'm kind of limited here in my room, however, I'm still amazed at the results. This is the 120-inch screen that I was talking about. So just moving it a tiny bit made a big difference, as you can see in the before and after. The projector is also smart enough to detect things in the way of the screen, and it will automatically set the screen to avoid it. So it only takes around 6 seconds for this to boot up, and when it comes to picture quality, I gotta say that this projector is top notch. This is probably the main reason why you guys would want to buy a 4K projector. It's like having my own cinema screen at home. The Horizon Pro uses HDR10 technology so that the contrast is really impressive whether you're in a dark or dim lit room. The black levels are quite impressive and the colors really pop out. They look very rich and full of detail. And I'm just amazed at how good this looks. And if you're wondering how bright the projector actually is, here's a quick demo of the different lighting situations. I've got 2 perspectives of the screen for you to see the differences. So even in a dim lit room like this, the picture quality is still pretty decent. I'm really glad that I don't have to be in pure darkness to use the projector, because I don't want to feel like a vampire all the time, so I guess the 2200 lumen light bulb is pretty powerful. Moving along, the Horizon Pro has Google TV and Chromecast built in. It's basically an Android device where you can download apps from the Play Store and use the apps that you normally use, like YouTube, Crunchyroll, Netflix, Disney Plus, and all that. You can even download and play games directly on the projector if you wanted to. Now, the useful thing about having Android TV is that I can use voice control to open shows for me. So this is pretty convenient, and I like that I don't have to press that many buttons. So I've been watching a lot of movies and anime over the past few weeks, and the experience is nothing short of amazing. The colors are realistic, and the autofocus tech in this projector makes everything very vivid and clear. When things are moving on the screen and it gets very busy, it maintains its clarity, so everything that I've seen so far looks smooth and crisp. However, here's an important note. In order for Netflix to work, you do have to download an app called Desktop Manager in the Play Store and install Netflix through that in order for it to work. I hope that will be solved soon by XGIMI. Moving along, when it comes to gaming, I was quite impressed as well. Playing on a massive screen like this is just next level. I tried a few different games and it's just a whole new experience. Also, the projector can still play in 4K quality and the refresh rate is 60 Hz, so everything still looks pretty crisp and smooth. I do have to note that you have to enable game mode on the projector to decrease the input lag, but even with it enabled, I could still feel that there's a tiny bit of lag. However, I was still very surprised that I could use a projector as my main screen when playing League of Legends, but maybe that's why I'm still in bronze. So for console or slow-paced games, you should be more than fine, but if you're a competitive gamer playing FPS games, then I think the lag would be enough for you to notice or mess you up. So I definitely won't recommend you using it for gaming like that. As for sound quality, the projector has 2 speakers built in, developed by Harman Kardon. Honestly, I wasn't expecting too much from it, but it does get really loud and packs quite a punch. So the sounds are quite decent, and after hours of watching movies, I didn't find that I needed to plug in external speakers to it. So it's great if you're taking this out with you because you won't need any other accessories other than maybe a tripod. So considering everything that we've talked about, you're looking at a 4K projector that is highly portable and easy to use. And the Horizon Pro comes in at a price point of $1,699. Now it may seem pricey, but it's the typical cost of a 65-inch TV. But with a projector like this, you can get a screen size up to 300 inches. So at that price, I think it's worth getting because of how simple it is to use and set up, and considering how much features is packed into this tiny little box. And if you look at this as a long-term purchase, the LED light bulb has a lifespan of 25,000 hours. So if you watch content on this projector for like 4 hours a day, it's gonna last you around 17 years. And if the price point is still a bit too steep for you, they have another model called the Horizon. It basically has all the same features, except that the resolution is in 1080p instead of 4K. So that model comes in at $1,099, but I mean, if you're a person who watches a lot of 4K content and wants to future-proof your purchase, I think the 4K version is worth getting. Again, I really like how you don't need any extra accessories to set this up. All you need is a wall or a screen and you're ready to go. And for myself, after using it for a month, I've got to say that I really enjoyed using it. It really transformed the space in the office. I like how when I want to take a break and just relax, I can just sit there and watch TV right away. It also simplifies my space. I don't have to have a TV set up or stuff cluttering my studio. And I do think that's the major advantage. It opens up your space for a lot of other things that you can do or place things in. So if you're interested in this projector, I have a link in the description below for you to check out. And guys, if you're still here right now, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video and supporting my videos. Make sure to drop a star emoji in the comments below to let me know that you're still here. And of course, if you haven't already yet, remember to like and subscribe and turn that notification bell on to get all the updates from my channel from YouTube. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye!